All right, so let's talk about stalking your ex. So I haven't like properly dated someone in a really, really, really long time. So I don't have any recent exes. So I guess this applies a little bit more to like exes way in the past. Um, but does everyone stalk their ex? And is it healthy? Is it not? I mean, I guess my theory would be if you're over it, then like stalking your ex is fine. It's entertaining, and sometimes you can look fondly back, and sometimes you can look back and be like, God, he's not thriving. Um, but like, I'll just randomly throughout the day, something will happen and it will remind me of a person, and that obviously doesn't always mean an ex. I haven't dated that many people, um, but whatever, like a song comes on, or you like someone orders the like particular drink or sandwich that someone likes, whatever. It just makes you think of them. And then I know I sometimes will be like, oh, I wonder what Scuba Steve is doing. And then you go into your social media and you start like scrolling, and the next thing you know, you're like looking at his ex girlfriend's current husband's stepdaughter's YouTube videos or something. But it really like I don't know. I think it's interesting to keep in touch, and like occasionally I'll think of something and I'll shoot a text to someone, and I'll even actually do that with guys that I like didn't have like a real relationship with. Like maybe I went out with them a couple times or whatever, but like there was some sort of connection there. Obviously, if I didn't connect or didn't really like them or actively dislike them, not gonna do it. But I don't know. I think it's fun to like occasionally just see what people are doing. And I always think it's entertaining. I will say I have a couple guys from my past that if I, let's say, like post I have a couple like profile pictures that I'll repost. And let me tell you, I get a text or a DM from an ex uh, almost every single time I do that, which is funny. It's because you're like, but again, like whatever. If I was like, I've totally been like scrolling through Facebook or whatever and seen a picture of like a guy I went to college with or something, and like messaged him and been like, oh my God, you look amazing. How is life? Which I guess it's creepy when I do it too. It seems creepier when guys do it, but I guess it's totally creepy when I do it too. But like, whatever. Like, I noticed and I'm like, hey, you're looking great. And it's not even like, oh, you look good, come over. It's just like, hey, you just like think of that person and you're like, okay, what's going on? So I guess fair enough if someone does that, if I post like a bikini picture or something. Um, but yeah, what does everyone do for stalking your ex? Obviously, you shouldn't do it in a way where you're like, then like harassing their current girlfriend or something. Like that's not cool. But if you want to like you know dive into her Instagram from 2017 and see what she wore on their first date, is that weird? I don't know. But again, let me say, I haven't had like the last time I had someone that I actually called my boyfriend was 2010, and that is a really long time ago. So I don't really have any recent experience with this. Also, there wasn't a lot of online stalking at that point. We were too busy, like, churning butter and such. So, anyways, just curious what everyone's stalking habits are because I find it highly entertaining.